Now, a Syrian champion swimmer and her 12-year-old brother were also among Aleppo civilians killed by the shelling. Their deaths were reported by Britain's The Independent. The newspaper claimed that government forces and Russian planes were to blame for the missiles that killed them. However, some readers pointed out that the shelling was actually carried out by militant forces.
Katie Forster finds story of killed siblings. No mention they were killed by rebels and live in West Aleppo.
Article fails to mention they were killed by rebel shelling of West Aleppo. Instead mentions Russian airstrikes on East Aleppo.
Now, lazy update to Independent article. Is it that hard to check and see swimmer killed on government-held side of Aleppo?
Well, in the wake of the outcry, The Independent decided to update the whole article, but just with a sentence. For example, I'll show you what the paper came up with here. It does mention that the shelling was actually carried out by rebels, citing claims made by a number of commentators, but adds that none of them could actually be verified. Well, a reporter from the Aleppo district that was shelled also stated that The Independent got its facts wrong. He shared his views on the tragedy with the New York Daily News, but that interview was heavily redacted, so we went and found the journalist ourselves.
The New York Daily News published my contribution, but the paragraph was removed. I don't think personally that was a very serious editorial decision, probably. I'm still waiting an explanation. This particular case was really documented, and it happened in a neighborhood where I come from, and I talked with eyewitnesses, which was, they all confirmed that this was specifically done by rebel shelling, and the Independent article failed to mention that, and it tried to shoot the blame on the other side. So that was very unacceptable by the Independent article, and the article was had other also material mistakes, factual mistakes. There is a general atmosphere of a media bias, or let's call it restricting the narrative to certain trends, to certain news trends. I think that's the general issue I see through the experience that I went through.